Man, I've seen like, I don't know how many more of these things happen where images I've seen and people have requested to see have appeared in the world, and they have all these backstories. They have like jobs they've worked for years and stuff like that somehow, and they're in these positions and all this stuff, and it's like, man, I can't help but think like they're being honest that I'm like creating the world around me and stuff. Like whatever it is, it's not just people. It's like the physical world is speaking to me, like buildings and stuff like that. Like I can write off like people appearing and stuff like that, and maybe they're all lying and saying, you know, their whole family, all their friends are like, oh, they've worked here for like a year and all this, and they just magically appear in my path when I ask for them. But I'm pretty sure, like, that, like, they're being honest. Like, I'm creating, like, the world around me. I'm, like, inventing people in buildings and situations. Like, the COVID thing, like, was, like, a huge scenario. Like, people got time off work, people got free money, and then they sent people to talk to me about that. They sent someone to talk to me about that. They sent someone involved with that to talk to me about that, who shouldn't have known they were involved, but they were involved, so, you know, they got sent apparently. And, but I keep seeing this, like, I've asked to see people, and they appear in like a different format, slightly different format, and over again. And just the other day, like, I was still like stuck on this happening and that happening and another thing happening, where these people appeared and got my attention and stuff, and that's how I knew that, like, this is like the person I requested to speak to again. And like I had noticed, like I was like, hey, this person looks like this older person I knew. And then I like realized after a couple days, like, no, this is the image of a person I had seen like a couple days ago. And now they're like appearing where I'm going and stuff and hanging out. And it's like, there's no way this is like, you know, set up by actors or anything like that, because they have these backstories, right? Supposedly, like, they have these families and these friends, and all the people go to these places, everyone they associate with where they work and all this stuff, they would say that they existed for like years, but I'm like, hey, I need to see this person, or I'm thinking of this person, or I literally see the image. No, I don't smoke right now. And like it keeps happening. There's no way that could happen unless there's something, you know, like legit to it. Like the shapeshifter theory doesn't play out if these people have backstories and friends and families all around them. Like, and I never believed in the shapeshifter theory either. I didn't believe that that was part of what was going on. That was just the other people talking about it and stuff. And I was like questioning, you know, like, hey, is that happening? Like, I really didn't question if that was happening at all, because I didn't think I'd seen it. But like, I'm literally like inventing this stuff to some extent, aren't I? Like, and I can explain it further. Like, I can explain so much of the stuff that people are saying, how it's been created and all that. And none of these people who like talk to you about worshiping the creator and all that, like, have talked about. I can explain, like, pretty much. After I've been shown this stuff, like, I can set my mind to it for a few seconds and see it. But that's the whole reason I even got into like researching that stuff again, is because I was seeing those things happen. I'm like, wait a minute, was this like written here before I was born, because I was going to be in this place at this time, and this is like really the time frame happened? That's why I don't believe in the time, because I've seen the things happen, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is like happening right now. Like, it's written, it's happening then, but it's like happening right now. Yeah, and it's all confusing, but I'm just saying, like, I've seen like people I've requested to see, and not only that, I don't even have to request them. I've looked at them. I guess maybe I asked to see the other person, but I had seen another image of that person, and like another time, like 2 days later, like this person is now working at this place I show up to and stuff, and they didn't have to like bait me to going to this place because I was going to go to this place regardless. And just like these other times, like I'm literally like traveling the world and like running from spot to spot, and they send someone up to me, like when I'm hanging out in grocery parking lots, like, you know, moving city to city, street to street every night and stuff. Just I'm like literally like running, and this it's continually following me, and there's still people coming up to me talking to me about it, and still showing me more and more, like just like crazy stuff, like the video I uploaded where the whole tourist spot, everyone, I was running around asking what the hell's going on, what the hell are you guys hiding from me, what are you guys doing, and all this stuff. And I was pissed because I thought they was ignoring me, but they weren't. They all did the same thing at the same time, and they were showing me something. They were showing me like hey, like we're not in control here. Like, dude, this is all being orchestrated. This is a just a freaking you know, like a game. This is like a whole simulation being played out, and everything here can be controlled and stuff. Like the other people, I don't know about everything. I shouldn't say that, right? If I'm being blamed for controlling, if like I'm being shown I'm controlling, I got to be careful about what I say here in giving the power away. And they're even telling me that too. They're like, don't give your power away. They're like, take your power, take it on. So, but I'm like literally seeing it can happen. If it can happen, you know what I'm saying? Like, if there can't be like some sort of clones or non-player characters being summoned with whole backstories around them and all this stuff, then it can happen. But it is happening.